Yo, what's going on, guys? Snoozman back here with another YouTube video, and today we're actually talking about the top 5 ways to rebuild any team here in Madden 21 franchise mode. And I'm going to get right into it here, guys. The first one I'm going to talk about, now you should be doing this in just any sort of franchise just to clear up really any cap issues that you have. But this is just good to clear up some of your roster spots and stuff like that, and that's actually going to be cutting your players. So what I mean by that is going into your team here and just going into salaries, and I've talked about this quite a lot throughout Madden 21 franchise, and breaking down this through salaries, going in and seeing their penalty compared to the number you're paying them of the current year. So we still are in the 2020 year. We are in the first year really of this franchise. So you're going to compare them. I've talked about this before, but if they have a higher penalty number than what you're paying them at for the current year you're in, so 2020 we're paying him at 26.6, 31.6 mil of penalty is way more than 26.6. So obviously if I were to cut Khalil Mack, I'm not going to benefit or make anything because in the future I have so much debt that I have to owe that it's never going to benefit me. Someone like Allen Robinson has a very low penalty and we're paying him a lot in 2020. You're going to cash out and make a lot if I were to cut him. But at the same time, we can always trade him and get stuff for that. But, some of these later guys are meant for that. You know, uh, Cairo Santos, 750K, we're paying him at $0 penalty. You can easily get something like that. Quick, cheap, easy money. Just sit here, do that. It doesn't take very long. Again, Cordero Patterson, not even on the team. This isn't an updated roster, if you guys can tell. But again, 1 mil penalty, 5.75 for 2020. Easy cash out, easy money. You can sit there, and it takes no time, guys. Number two, getting draft picks year one. Year one, I believe getting draft picks and stacking on that is huge for the first year. I believe getting young talent and building around that young talent is huge because I'm about a guy that uh, is all about young superstars and building on top of that. I don't like old veterans that are going to be washed and hurt your team, and they're not going to go up in development or up in ratings or anything like that. They're going to hurt you and eventually lead you into further cap issues. So building young is always huge, and I feel like getting an extra pick or two along with your first round pick is going to help you guys out a lot. Come time when you guys are up to draft, and you guys are using a specific roster that you downloaded, or you're just using auto-generated rookies. Regardless, you guys can build yourself a really good young core to build off from year one, and year two going forward, you have something to work with youth-wise. And that leads me into don't worry about success year one. So year one, you're going to be working with any team you want to rebuild. So let's say it's not a great team or just an average team. This specific team, you don't have to worry about really, in my opinion, what they do year one. This isn't a 1 year rebuild, guys. I feel like too many people try to stress that and lead into bad decision making when it comes to building teams year one. So if you put all your chips on the table and you try to make moves, too many moves year one, you can get caught in bad cap hits and build your team not with youth and make bad decisions that way. You're going to be stuck in a lot of bad spots, and you're not going to benefit yourself moving forward year two and through the future. So I wouldn't put yourself or rush yourself rather in the year one scenario. I would take this at a year by year approach, and I would take your time with this. This is a rebuild, so this isn't just a 1 year thing. So don't worry about success year one. I talked about this in another video. It's a trade glitch, but at the same time, it's all legal, and I don't think a lot of people know about this. So I would show you guys this again through free agency, and this goes through really anything, but more specifically for rebuild, this is going to help you guys out a lot. So somebody like Colin Kaepernick, I talked about this before, and Colin Kaepernick is somebody that you can sign. He does come at a decently hefty price, but he, for some weird reason, if you go to trade him, he is very high on a lot of teams' trade on the trade meter, and you can get a lot for Colin Kaepernick. I mean, a lot. If you were to trade him straight up for Patrick Mahomes, you would get Patrick Mahomes straight up, and I would just take that into consideration year one because you wouldn't be able to do that again. Colin Kaepernick isn't exactly hard to trade for, but I would just get him now. Assure that, and again, use that trade glitch to your favor right here in Madden 21 while you have the chance. I would use that, and you guys are going to be thanking yourselves later when you guys get a Patrick Mahomes or whatever else you guys want to get. I believe in another video I was able to trade for Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey while giving up Kaepernick and a couple first rounders. This year and next year. That's just unbelievable stuff right there, and I would use that to your guys' advantage. And really the fifth thing here, guys, building cap. I believe building cap is huge. Moving forward, again, you don't have to worry about this year one. It can be a year-by-year approach of this. But, and again, here, you don't want to really sign immaculate deals to players that need re-signed because you have free agency. That's another step to be able to sign. So after the offseason happens and you have your free agency, you have that ability to sign a lot of guys, and you don't have to sign immaculate deals. So let's say Allen Robinson is a free agent after this current 2020 season. If he asks for too much of a heavy price or a hefty price, I'm not going to give that to him because I don't want to bring my cap down, especially because I don't have a lot of cap to work with. So I don't want to put myself in a bad in a bad spot there by signing Allen Robinson to a massive price when I can sign other guys that are going to do just as well around my team and replace him at a way lower price. So you don't have to, give your players, immaculate deals. You don't have to do that at all. You don't have to rush yourself into that. You can always rely on free agency. There's a bunch of guys there, and you can give way lower of deals to that. And again, guys, use that building cap towards cutting players that actually need it through low penalty numbers and stuff like that. But really, those are my five top ways, and you can build yourself through year two and up, and don't worry about success year one, guys. This is a process, and you need to trust that process moving forward year two and up, and it all starts with kind of putting the pieces together year one and taking your time. But hopefully this video did help a lot of you guys out. Now we still are trying to hit 400 subs. I know we are nearing the corner of that, and again, thank you guys for that. But again, guys, that will be it for today's video, and until next time, I will see you guys in the next one.